blanket. Grab this.
Hello. I think that works.
We are now live.
Yes, hello everyone. And while the countdown was playing, my laptop's computer fan started up. And yeah, hang on a second. Oh, hang on a second. Cameron, and add. I haven't actually been on this account in a long time or done a live stream, so this is I need to still redo all of the privileges, the admin privileges.
So, I've just got to say this because I thought this was really funny, and I literally just told you about this before the stream, and I find it really funny. So before the stream started, somebody in the chat said, TWA Trainz official, will the blue K2 be on this stream? And that was either the nicest thing anybody has ever said to me, or just pretty mean, because either that means that they actually like, oh yeah, was he gonna be there? Meaning that, like, you know, they actually enjoy hearing this annoying voice of mine, and actually enjoy seeing me here, which is like super nice. And then there's the alternative possibility, which is they really don't like me and want to avoid the stream if I'm going to be here. I hope it was the former, but like, still, if it was the former, thank you, because that was like the nicest thing that anybody's ever said to me. If it was the latter, why you gotta be so mean? I just thought that was funny.
There you go. You've got.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, my heart. It feels good. Thank you. My heart feels happy.
Ben, will there be tea today?
There's tea every day.
Yes, but firstly, I just pulled the first all-nighter for about 9 years by accident. It wasn't intentional. It's just because I couldn't get to sleep. So I haven't slept in well over 24 hours. But I will be having a cup of tea after the stream, or maybe if I go, midway through the stream, if everyone's still around by then, I might go and get a cup of tea.
Welcome to the club, my friend, of accidental all-nighters. It starts with 1, then it'll turn into 2, then it's 3, 4, 5, and then by that point you don't even know what day it is anymore. And then before you know it, you'll finally get some sleep. But then every now and again, your sleep schedule will just take a massive hit because whoops, soon you'll get so used to it. Whoops, stayed up another night, and then you'll get just so used to it that you'll become desensitized, and you'll do it by accident over and over and over again. Even when there are like big things, school finals tomorrow. Whoopsie daisies.
No, but it's
constant pain.
Oh, Cameron's here. No, it's because recently I've not been getting to sleep until like 9. Well, never 9 o'clock, but like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and I was sat up in my bed at 2:30 in the morning.
Didn't you message me then?
Yeah, I messaged you at, I think it was 4:40 in the morning
God above.
because I thought you'd be awake and you never
Which I
replied.
am.
Also, Cameron, I'm going to send you a photo of this colorization I did of a black and white railway series illustration because I sent it to Edward.
Oh, I think I've seen this, yeah. That looks really good.
Thank you. Wait, how did you see it if I never sent you it? Okay.
Because it looks familiar, okay?
Okay, well, the colorization, I did that myself, thank you very much. And although it's not finished, I do quite like it. And
I quite like it as well.
for anyone wondering, the colorization is what I'm using for the picture on this call at the moment. If I just full screen that, you can't see the rest of the photo, but that's what I did there. I colorized that, so it looks quite nice. Anyway,
All right,
I'm
I'm finally going to look at the colorized Henry.
When the hen is color.
Duaxo. I hope I said that
it's
right.
beautiful.
Thank you very, Edward. I'm trying to thank you to a compliment here. It says, Ben, you are amazing in Trainz. Thank you very much. I have some stuff to show off that I'm quite happy.
Ben, you should show off some of the stuff I've sent you as well.
You know what Henry's face looks like in this picture, though? Nothing wrong with your with your coloring. It's just Henry's face. It looks like he's watching his little cousin do a live performance or something, and then they mess up, and then they do something really, really stupidly funny, and then he's holding back a laugh.
I didn't do the face. That's original.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying that
I haven't touched
just
the
what
face,
the face
apart
looks
from one
to me.
accent, which I almost, completely made it vanish from existence. But other than that, I haven't touched the face.
So the kid, this child, Henry's cousin, does something stupid, and then he starts laughing, but then his little cousin looks at him with just the saddest face. So this is him looking back, like just trying to hold back the laugh, and yeah, you did great, even though it's really horrible, and he's withholding the biggest laugh he's ever done. That's just what the face looks like to me. It looks like he's cringing. He looks like he's holding back something.
I don't know if I can find a face at a good enough angle for it, or I might digitally alter a photo to look like it's on an angle, to fit the perspective of this shot.
So he's either holding back a laugh about his
Actually, I might put Smokebox Door on the front because that'd be nice to see.
You could do that. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Ugh, I'm so tired. I got up at 6:45 this morning, and not even an hour later, I started kayaking because I woke up early to go on a kayak trip. And
my dog just invaded the room.
I kayaked until 4 p.m.
6:45. You need to get on my level, Cameron. 2:24.
Yeah, but you went to bed at 4:45?
No, I went to bed at 11 just because 11 in the morning. I was just tired and why. I have not taken a nap in so many years, but I took a nap. And then I kid you not, I almost missed the stream because I was sound asleep. But then my parents opened the door to our home, which meant the house alarm went off, which woke me up. And then I checked Discord, and straight up, Ben had messaged me that the show was starting soon. I kid you not, 1 minute before I woke up.
Wow.
So I gotta thank my parents for disturbing my sleep. Or I would not be here right now. Hey, look, I don't know if you heard me because I kind of cut myself off, but it shows when I mute myself. Yep. And mute it.
Can everyone see the screen okay?
I can, yes.
Okay,
Whoa.
so you haven't seen any of this yet. Would you like to see the horror that is the spaghetti junction of Nap?
Yes.
Okay,
Show me Spaghetti Junction, Ben.
here you go.
Oh my
Somebody
gosh.
touched my spaghetti.
And if we zoom out,
Somebody touch my spaghetti.
Cameron,
Oh my.
I think
Goodness.
I may or may not have overdone it by accident, but there you go.
Nah, you're fine.
I mean, it's actually realistic, apart from this long bit here, because I really couldn't figure out a way to do a better approach that was a bit more realistic. This is, apart from that one bit at the end there, because I had to, extend the length of it for goods trains and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, the rest is accurate to an overhead diagram of Tidmouth.
Yeah, it looks really good so far, from at least the bird's eye view.
And I've even got the old sheds here just for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
With the familiar turntable that kind of curves around and joins the main line. And then we got the goods sheds with this middle shed that kind of goes into the roundhouse. And then the roundhouse exists here.
I love this.
So yes, there you go. And then this is the Tidmouth port. This is for the harbour, not the harbour. This is for the ocean liners. They line up along here, and the passengers get off and go on the train. And then over here we've got a slightly lower down dock, and this is for all of the freight things and all that. Although I can't get rid of these little extra bits on the side, otherwise the whole pier will just die. So unfortunately it's stuck like that, but the rest of it looks pretty nice. And I've even got a shed for your Railway Series Salty here.
Yay.
Porter can be in the other shed, or in the other track. Porter.
I haven't made Railway Series Porter yet, Edward.
Yeah, but you need to make it, because if you're gonna make Salty, you gotta make Port.
Yeah, but there's no good base models I can use, and the only ones that do, I can't. I think.
But I want Port.
Yeah, but I can't do something that I'm not allowed to do.
Yeah, but then I'll call the police.
Okay, the roundhouse is called LMS Roundhouse, and also I have a question. Should I advance north and build the Little Western, or should I advance north as well, but a bit further down onto the Farquhar branch and do all of that first? Which should I do
Hey
first?
man, South worked for Otto von Bismarck, so...
Ben, have you done all this yourself, or is this the merged bit?
This is the merged bit.
All right.
But I have corrected Dryor, so it looks a lot better.
I'm not gonna lie, I would like to, see you do your own bits of this, just because, I don't know, it'd be cool. And you could actually release it.
I know.
Also,
but I know, but one day I'm going to do it. This was just like a template, so I can get all of the, everything all lined up properly, and then potentially one day, if I ever do a releasable version, probably many, many months after you two get it, then I'll put that up. But until then, this stays, because I don't feel like doing a whole harbour.
Yeah.
When I can do everything else. If the route's already there, then I'm just going to put it in there for now. Like the Peel Godred thing, I'm going to obviously heavily modify that so it looks a bit more up to date. But I'm going to be merging that in and then swapping it all around to the right way if it isn't. And then I might make a brand new version of it, similar to the SOC one.
Yeah.
But,
I actually saw something in the comments of a YouTube video, and it made me laugh way too much.
What?
It was Otto von Bismarck. He attack, he defend, but most importantly, he'll encircle Paris again. Ah, yes, the glory of Prussia. I still find it. I know this has been like analyzed to death, but I still find it impressive that Prussia was able to win the Franco-Prussian War. What the heck? That's Bismarck's skill for you.
Wait, Ben, is this your own Tidmouth route, or is this a merged one that you've added onto?
This is my own, thank you very much. I did all of this track plan myself. And it was a pain. I spent 3 hours just doing this section alone.
I gotta tell you. What? Tay is
I gotta tell you.
I gotta tell you. This.
You sound like a Texan boy.
Shut up, Cameron. I try hard to hide it. And no, I sound Alabamian. Have you ever noticed the stereotype about Texas? People here don't really have that accent.
Yeah. No one in Texas has a Texan accent.
Yeah, I know, it's hilarious. It's not
except your dad. Your dad has the most Texan accent ever.
He's the only one. My father is the only one. He'll come in here and be like, boy, I say. I swear, one day, I'm going to do a video with my father naming the Thomas characters. Just because I think it would be really funny. And, well,
I say, what's all this rubbish?
He wouldn't say rubbish. He'd be like, boy, I don't care about your stupid train talking trash. I gotta go outside.
That really do be your dad, though.
Boy, I say, when one of these days you're gonna come out here and help me do yard work, you lazy ingrate.
You useless ingrate.
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 So yes.
But yeah, nobody in Texas really speaks like that.
Should I do?
Should you do what?
Should I advance north west?
I say Farquhar.
Okay, Farquhar it is then.
Yay!
I'd say finish whatever end of the branch is closer to you.
In other words,
like whichever one will take less time to complete.
I guess that's fair.
Probably both will take equal amount of time, to be honest. So
Our branch line is long and has a lot of beach detailing to do.
I do love the seaside. That seaside, though. I really need to make a railway series Arthur soon, but I need to finish updating the other ones first. Oh yeah, Edward, I finally got a good face pack for Salty. And it will be included in the RWS update.
When you are WWWS for fun.
I love when RWS.
I know, Red. But anyways, the thing about that, I just wanted to talk about that for a second because I find it very interesting how that stigma works. How just things work, how things work like that. Like in Texas, or just everybody thinks that this is the Southern American accent, and it's just associated with the South, Texas in particular. And the same thing with the whole cowboy aesthetic, which that's a whole other thing that I'll speak about.
Yes, all Texans are cowboys. Yeehaw!
No. That's not it. Because I'll touch about it in a second because I find it very, very interesting.
No, you don't.
But the whole Southern accent thing, literally the only Southern state that you will hear talking like that is Alabama.
That's true.
Sweet
Alabama is literally the only state where people talk like this. I'm convinced.
Sweet home Alabama.
I'm convinced that they sound like that because of a disorder in their mouth due to everybody in that state indulging in some sort of incest.
That is the creepiest laugh you've ever done, Edward. Don't do that again, please.
Okay.
Stop trying to murder me.
I can't kill you with my laughter.
Yes, you can.
Alright. Well, now I know what to do next time you're annoying me.
Oh, son of.
I'll just laugh creepily.
Yeah, and then I'll just start listing off American classes and talking about America.
Oh, God. Ugh. I mean, to be fair, I'm literally talking about American, like, weirdness right now. But then again,
I'm too lazy to do anything about it because I'm tired. I'm also working on stuff.
Anyways, back to the cowboy aesthetic thing. So there are so many layers to this weirdness, and I hate it so much because I just find it so strange. So first off, the cowboy timeline in general. I just have to explain this because I've actually done a lot of research into this. Why do you ask? I don't know. I'm a historian.
Because you keep forgetting that these are Trainz streams.
I know, but I was talking about random stuff because.
Yeah, but we should talk about railways.
I mean, I was actually about to say railways. For example, the people being murdered by tied down to railway tracks thing. Throughout the entire years of the Wild West, which only it truly existed in its purest form for about 10 years, by the way. It
was around 10 to 20 years.
10 to 20 years. I think it was like 15. But the whole tying people down to the railway thing only happened about 5 to 6 times, and only 2 of them occurred in the West, actually. The other ones where people were reported to die from being tied down to railway tracks were actually in the East, not the West.
Yeah, but no one cares.
Also, I find it funny how the South is associated with the cowboy stigma, yet it's literally called the Wild West.
Yes, sir.
That was just kind of strange. And now to the actual stigma. So, everybody outside of America looks at America as the rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting area. And I'm only saying rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting because it's the way Zane describes us, and I find it funny. But I also think it would be really awkward if I keep saying rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting. What do you think? Should I keep saying rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting?
Yes, you should.
Rootin' tootin'
but you need to do it in a far more American voice. Rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting. Okay, no, that's just you being a moron.
Okay. Rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting.
Rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting.
Good lord. What am I indulging in?
America.
Ew, disgusting. It's slimy. Get it off.
No, it's lovely. It's the best thing that will ever happen to you.
Good God, no.
Yes, sir.
I will escape this nation one day.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. Because
you can't get far enough.
It will get the better of you.
That is definitely magic.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, and you know it.
It's the magic of 1,000 Satans.
It's the magic that you refuse to believe.
I mean, that is technically true, but that's because it is a... does anybody else find that line so super stupid? Diesel 10 did believe in the magic.
Yeah, that's why he was trying to destroy it.
Yeah. Exactly. He acknowledges it exists multiple times.
Yup.
But we all know Thomas and the Magic Railway didn't make sense from the moment they called it railroad. So
yeah,
Thomas and the Tragic Fail Road.
I've got to be honest.
Dun, 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 dun.
I think
this ain't your shining time.
The term railroad is the dumbest thing I've literally ever heard. I hate it.
No, it isn't.
It literally makes.
I mean, railway. I prefer railway, but railroad doesn't not make sense.
Yes, it does. It's the worst thing ever. I'm not.
It's a road of rails.
I'm not even saying that because it's American. I like a lot of American things, but like
name 3.
The Statue of Liberty is kind of cool, but that was imported from France.
That's French.
Okay. Well, okay. It's not my fault that everything cool America has is literally stolen from other nations.
America itself is a stolen.
I mean, yeah, technically the entire land that we built this upon is stolen.
Well, technically everything that everyone's built anything upon is stolen because no one owned it before.
The only thing that is fair that we ever got was Louisiana because we bought it. And Alaska.
Well,
and Louisiana.
Well, and wasn't there another thing that we, like, actually went to war for? And, you know.
Yeah, but that's still kind of technically stealing it. The territory that we stole from Mexico and the British are from war, so that's still technically stealing it. So we stole that. We technically did buy Louisiana, but
what do you mean technically?
There were Americans living on it, which
Louisiana was
and then literally every other bit of land we stole from the Native Americans. So
yeah.
Yeah, and then we forced them onto reservations, and if they resisted, we just killed them. You know, that's the thing. Everybody feels so bad about the reservations, but I'm going to be that one guy who says, oh, God.
Edward, you better stop talking. You're going to get called a massive racist on Twitter.
Yeah, I won't. I'll stop talking, but the reservations were not the worst.
I'll stop talking for you to talk for another 5 minutes.
I will say that the reservations is not the worst we could have done. We could have just killed them.
That is true.
You cannot argue with the fact that forcing them onto the reservations was objectively better than just killing them. So be grateful.
I mean, he's not wrong. Yeah, he's not right. He's not wrong.
But just saying that at least
when Ben's stream for the millionth time in a row becomes a political talk show.
At least we did not kill them.
Welcome back to the Cam and Ed show.
Da 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 da.
Why Mario?
Good theme.
I mean, I love Mario, but why Mario?
Because it's cool, and then like, you know, it sounds like a good.
Edward. Anyway, name 3 American things you like.
Okay. I tried a burger the other day, and it was not the worst thing I've ever had.
Oh, you tried a burger?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I'm more of a hot dog guy myself.
Oh yeah, me too. But like, I like hot dogs. I do not.
But there are certain places that I love burgers from. Ben, have you ever had a burger?
How do other nations not have hot dogs? I feel so bad for you guys. That is one thing that. Yeah, hot dogs and corn dogs. I feel so bad for you.
I hate corn dogs.
Don't have them. Oh, you're just a noob.
You're just an idiot.
Excuse me, sir. Hot dogs are like the classic carnival food. Well, until cotton candy, but like, shut up.
Cotton candy is what you're
overrated and it's weird.
No, it's not. Some flavors are overrated and stupid, but cotton candy as a whole is fine.
It's like a typical American thing, a cotton candy, the carnival. But yeah, okay, so hot dogs and corn dogs are one thing. Oh, American cars. I mean...
American muscle cars are the best things ever.
No,
yeah.
The 1950s.
There's no debate for this, Edward. They just are.
The 1960s muscle cars and up were just rubbish because they were all about looking lean and
mean. But there were actually quite a lot of good ones post 60s, I thought.
The 1950s was true automotive perfection.
That is true.
We peaked.
And I mean, honestly, I prefer the 50s, but like just up until the 70s. The 80s is when American cars kind of just like stopped looking good.
The Ford Mustang was good. That was after.
I don't like the Fox body Mustang.
Oh God,
I've never been a fan of. Yeah, I've never been a fan of the Fox body.
You know, before I was a train guy, when I was very young, I actually did like cars, but I grew out of it.
I love cars, and I just love transport. Yeah, Edward, I don't like Fox body Mustangs. We have a 67 Mustang in our garage.
Oh yeah, I heard that the SNP is winning the Scottish election and is going to make Scotland independent. No, I say if Scotland goes independent, go war and go nuclear. Your people have betrayed you. Leave every last building crushed. Good God.
No.
That makes me so angry. Go to war and do not hold back.
No.
Do not look at them as brothers. Do not look at them as, fallen people. Look at them as escaped colonies. Good God. That makes me so angry. They're tearing apart the United Kingdom. I am not sympathetic to this guy.
Okay, anyways, we should probably get back to, Trainz now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be
nice
quite
road.
loved.
Wait, why did you lay down the painted road or the ground texture road if you were going to add down this road?
So it's a little gravel basis, and also so he knows where to put it.
I'm not doing it like that. I'm doing it as I'm going to be smooth splining so that it's very, very straight instead of all jagged everywhere. So it'll look better. Which you will see in a minute when I figure this out. Right, and then we get this and bring that down to there. Right, so you see this, okay?
Yes.
See how it looks all jagged and everything?
Yes.
Now, it isn't.
Ooh.
So in other words, I am just smooth splining.
Not Ben being a casual genius over here.
Not Ben. Yeah, it's Nib.
Eh?
It's Neb. Neb. Not Ben. Neb.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's done. That's done. Edward, have you even bothered installing my realistic style stuff? Edward.
Look at the time.
Edward, I've sent you that drive link.
Oh God, it's really not going away.
You better download it.
Suddenly, I need to go get a snack.
Do you now? I wonder why. Edward, I hope you know, because I know you can hear me, because you're a lying fraud, that your life is in danger. He'll be fine.
I am back with the totally real snack that I am now going to begin to eat.
I'm sure.
That was good.
Ah, yes, the satisfying sound of crunching nothing at all.
All right, a Pop-Tart wrapper will have to do. Just
Edward just saying, you shall not escape your fate.
Excuse me, what?
You heard me.
I actually didn't.
Yes, you actually did.
I was not paying attention. Crunchy snack.
Yes, I'm sure. Edward, it's Stop.
Ed-
That's disgusting, dude. Like, actually. Stop.
That tastes terrible.
Edward
Piece of
chokes.
advice. Don't eat Pop-Tart wrappers. I mean, totally real legitimate snacks from your pantry.
Yes. 100%
Trust me, it was
not
just
fake
expired.
snacks.
It was just expired.
Yeah, it's also a wrapper.
No.
Yes.
Where'd you get that impression?
You.
This man is throwing wild accusations. Cancel him on Twitter.com.
No, I shall cancel you first, sir.
Says the man who literally just said, like, 20 of the most cancelable things in about 2 minutes.
Yep.
I don't really care if I get canceled because I don't care about my public opinion. I will state what I have to say and then I'll fuck off. So, that's just what I have to say on cancel culture. It's stupid.
Cameron, Edward, have a look at the pinned message I just put in on the stream. It's very true.
Ben makes show with friends and barely gets to speak. Well, to be fair, half the reason for that is you've been sick for the last few weeks, and the last few times you've had me do most of the talking.
We're not banishing you from talking. You can speak if you'd like. We didn't mean to hijack your show.
You did.
No, I didn't. I started talking. Not really intentionally hijacking. I mean, it's like I mean, you can jump in and like interrupt me if you want. I'll just shut up. This is your show, man. When TWA 1945 merchandise when?
Tibble dibble day.
I'd buy it, man. I would actually buy it.
Why though?
Because it's Ben.
Just so I can go to school, wear that merch and be like, hey, losers, guess what, you fools? I know that guy.
Edward,
yeah, I know celebrities.
Edward, you know how you and I call each other nerds all the time?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, this isn't gonna help you.
Yeah, but I can walk up to them and be like, yeah, nerds. Yeah, look, I'm wearing merchandise of a celebrity. Yeah, guess what, nerds? I know that guy.
Dude, it's like Hammond and James in that one show. Do you? Yes. Does he? Yes.
It'd be great. Everybody would love me. All the
love you? Wouldn't it be about Ben?
Not to brag, but the ladies they love me.
Oh, I'm sure.
They'd be all over me, man. With some with my TWA 1945 Studios baseball cap, which I would wear on sideways because I'm a rebel.
When the British company has baseball as their main merchandise.
Yeah, I'd wear myself my TWA 1945 Studios baseball cap sideways because I'm a rebel.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know, man. Wearing baseball caps on sideways is kind of too edgy for me. I don't even really wear baseball.
You're not cool enough.
Shut up.
Hey, man, I'm just spitting facts.
I don't wear baseball caps, but if I did, I would certainly not wear them backwards. It's a very backwards or sideways. It's a very undistinguished look. Not to mention the baseball cap is a very undistinguished look itself. Trust me, I would know. My father wears one daily. And if he's not wearing
that's because Edward, you've seen me wearing a baseball cap. I look fine.
Fair, I take the baseball caps any day over the cowboy hats.
No, cowboy hats are amazing.
No.
Don't you disrespect my cowboy hats, Edward.
I will disrespect every cat. You know, actually, there is a photograph of me right after I was adopted. I was very, very small. I don't even think I was adopted yet. I think I'm still being fostered. Of me, and I'll never let you find that photograph. But it was me.
Oh, I am gonna find that. I'm gonna ask your mom today to find that photograph.
Wearing It was probably the most American picture you'll ever see of me. I was in a button-up flannel shirt with sunglasses and a tan cowboy hat, and I was smiling.
Dude, that sounds
the
epic.
biggest smile I've ever smiled.
That's you. You're home. American.
No, stop it! I will break you.
That's Brian.
Ben, you don't need to speak in order to have. See, people don't. I mean, people come to the streams to watch you work, but they also come to just listen to Edward and I do whatever this is.
They come to you.
I'm sure
They come to the stream to listen to you type about literally anything on the planet, but they also come to watch me for the visuals.
This is true and correct information, and we shall be on our way.
Yep, see you later.
Oh.
See you later, lads.
But yeah, I gotta be honest. That one comment from before the stream, that I was joking about it earlier, but that was touching.
No, it wasn't.
That actually that breaks the record of the nicest thing anybody's ever any random person.
That breaks that record of that one thing I said to you at one point.
Oh yeah. That still beats it because that was.
How dare you? That's the meanest thing anyone's ever said to me.
How dare thee? I am.
How dare thou? I am thy ruler.
How dareth thou?
Edward, never say dareth again. It sounds too close to Derek, and we wouldn't want Zane hearing you.
No, what'd you do? What'd you do?
Say that. Imagine you say I Derek by accident, and then Zane just shows up at the stream door saying, knock, knock, who's there?
No, somehow he just finds his way in. He just breaks in.
Casually gives link. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, hold up. I got
Zane a stream link.
He just breaks in. It's like, did someone say Derek? Oh, God. Sorry. I couldn't.
Did someone say Derek?
God, I cannot do that voice.
Why are you dying this hard?
I don't know why my voice does not align with that.
Wait, you have a voice? What? Since when?
What?
You have a voice? What? Since when?
I mean, I had it when I came out the womb, then I lost it, then I got it back about a year later. You know, it was a complex time.
No, it wasn't.
And all that.
Okay, I think
see, the thing is, I don't care. Anyway.
I'm going to ditch Tidman.
Wow.
Way up the far club.
Wow, you don't even care about my tragic, convoluted backstory?
Seeing as it's not true, you would be correct.
Yes, it is.
Well, I don't care regardless.
Wow.
Edward, why are you surprised at this point?
Because that was my deep, convoluted backstory.
Edward, you still haven't gotten me the depth that I needed.
Your deep, Edward, deep, convoluted backstory that took you 6 seconds to explain in 2 sentences.
I mean, I could go into a lot more detail, but I'm kind of saving that for like a video in like 5 years' time from now where I'm like, audience, it's finally time that I unveil my deepest secret. But that's the thing, it's actually true.
Audience, it's finally time when I unveil my deepest secret. I like America.
We had two very different ideas of deepest secrets.
Ladies and gentlemen, that we never saw coming.
And now we'll give them a surprise, lads. Kill him. Make him go in the water. We need to kill whatever bloody engine is. Okay, can we talk about railways again for a second so Ben actually has a chance to talk?
Dude, I literally said that he can just interrupt and interject at any point. This is his show.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to because he's too busy listening to us.
Well, no, it's not that I'm too busy listening to you. In fact, I'm barely listening to any word you're saying, in other words known as ignoring. But the main thing is that I'm too polite to interrupt. So
Ben, there's one thing that that society would say about that statement that you just made that I could say, but we'd all get canceled on Twitter.
How about I just say Railway Series Bulstrode's dead body with people playing football inside?
Yes, Railway Series Bulstrode.
I wish they'd make like a fixed version that actually was upright and had.
You know you can just rotate it, right? Do Shift R on him in the building section.
No, but I mean like it. Well, firstly, you're not allowed rolling. I tried that already.
Oh, well, you can just add a config tag for it. I know that much.
Oh, what? You can't even roll it?
I want a version with
It's an Edward. It's not that hard to add a config tag,
I know,
so
I
you
was
can.
about to say, I was about to make a joke. I was going to say, that's utter bull, Strode.
Look at the two Bulstrodes side by side.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why is Bulstrode so teeny weeny? Wait, no.
Because the TV series one is stupid.
No, there's a little
TV
Bulstrode,
series
and then
one
the
is a tongue nudge.
See, to the right, that's little Bulstrode, and then to the left, that's Mr. Strode.
No. Never speak to me or my son ever again.
Mr. Strode and Bulstrode.
Edward, that is the fakest sounding laugh I've ever heard. I'm sorry.
It was legit, and we need a screenshot of that now.
Hang on. Ben, get it in position. No, stop, Ben. Stop. Oh my god.
I think we just walked in on something that we should not have seen.
He'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, we wanted Bulstrode.
Edward, every day I feel like my life is turning more and more into an Air Force Proud 95 video.
Okay, Cameron, you wanted Bulstrode and Mr. Strode. Here you go.
Okay.
Yes, Greenie. Never.
There you are.
We need to caption it.
Got it.
My...
I'll send you. Hang on. I'll send you all the memes.
Get a full screen one. There you go. Take that.
Never
all right,
speak
done.
to me or my son ever again.
Oh, this is so funny.
You know, one day I want to become a Karen, or I mean, I guess it would be a Kyle. I really don't know.
It would be a Kyle.
Just for the sole reason that so I can get offended at somebody for no reason, just so I can walk up to them and be like, "Never speak to me or my son ever again."
Yes.
I just want to do that. Like, I don't even care if I have to be a jerk Karen to get somebody to be a jerk to me. But you know, just be rude. But like, I just want to say that, like, a lot. I mean, but then again, I experience plenty of Karens on my day-to-day basis that when I just leave the house. So I probably wouldn't need to become one to be able to say that.
Yeah, probably.
But I want to wear a wig that makes my hair look like it comes down to just my shoulders, and be like, "Excuse me, what the frick did you just say to my son?"
Why is that voice so accurate?
Excuse me, hey, did you just insult my voice?
Yes, ma'am.
All I heard was a dog yapping, essentially. That's all I heard. All I heard was yap, 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 like a dog.
Yeah, that's exactly all we hear. That's exactly all us males hear when the annoying Karens nag at us.
That's exactly that's just what males hear when anyone talks.
I could hear each word you were saying, but it's like your tone of voice sounded like a dog.
You see, what needs to happen is in the 2000s, we need to have a scene of an angry lady, like in SSOC. We need to have an angry lady complaining.
It's funny that you say in the 2000s, yet the 2000s, like the episode that took place in the 2000s, was filmed about 2.5 years ago.
Well,
just slightly.
At some point, we need a Karen. We need to have a Karen.
And this is correct.
To keep it accurate, we need the year 2020 when the pandemic is going on.
Yes.
I'm skipping that year.
SSOC pandemic special.
I can make a mini-sode, but
and casually just quits life.
Yes, chat. I promise you, the SSOC pandemic mini-sode. I will try my best to make it happen. I will try so hard. And I will include everything. I swear to you. Thomas shops for toilet paper.
Why?
Gordon. Thomas shops for toilet paper. Gordon gets vaccinated.
Are you okay, Edward?
James dies of COVID.
Ben, why would you bother asking the question of "Are you okay?" to Edward? That is the most pointless question to have ever existed.
I have never, will never, and I will never. I am not, have never been, and will never be okay.
Yes, sir.
But yes, it'll happen. I swear. Well, I actually can't swear that. It's all up to Ben. But like, if it does, if he does greenlight it, I will include the tropes. Probably not the engines though. Probably the engines won't be the ones who are getting vaccinated. Although I have to say probably.
Yeah.
And then I'll announce it as non-canon and move on with the series.
Oh no! Actually, I'd be fine with that being a non-canonical special, just SSOC pandemic special. I think South Park did a pandemic special, but I've never really watched that show, so I have literally no idea what it's about.
Okay, I said I was going to move on to the Farquhar branch. Let's actually do that before we spend the rest of the stream and our lives in Tidmouth.
In our lives.
Okay, Dryall Station coming up.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Well,
know,
do you have another idea for the station that goes next to Dryall?
Vickerstown.
Okay, hang on. Vickerstown Station coming right up, sir. Do you ever just casually land at your local airport and see like the biggest international railway station just looming in the distance?
And then you think, oh, I'm probably just tired. I'm just hallucinating. It's jet lag.
Hang on, Ben. Ben, I have something to show you.
Right.
Where's the chat? Where's the chat? Where's the chat?
You seem very eager.
There was this one time one of my friends, or like it was my cousin, but we're kind of more like friends because we never see each other. He was coming to visit, and he got off of the plane, and he was coming from I kind of forgot, but he got off the plane, and I asked him what jet lag experience was like, and then he said it was like being high on like a load of weed, and then I was like, how would you know what that's like? Weed is illegal in Texas.
Is it?
You didn't know? Have you committed crime?
No. Just don't care. I don't smoke weed.
Yeah, it's illegal. And hopefully will stay illegal unless the Californians have their way.
Well, yeah, but California's California.
Yeah, but all the Californians are moving here.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
Okay, you two, have a look at Discord real quick for me.
Already have. Because you pressured me into going on Discord when I was supposed to be building Dryall.
Ben, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
It's not peer pressure if it's your friends. That is the most wrong statement I've ever said, but okay.
Okay, Dryall Station, come here. I hate Railway Series Dryall Station, but, you know.
Dryall the Railway Series. Oh, Cameron, you jerk! You stopped. You had a beat going. Boom, 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 boom. That was great.
Yes, very great.
Continue.
Yep. No, I'm tired. I was about to do that.
I showed my mom that theme. And what he had to say was the funniest thing. He said it sounded like one of those gang songs, but from like preschoolers. Like, like one of those gang rap songs. It's kind of is.
But yeah, Series 20 Diesel's theme is quite good.
It just gives me the vibe of like me and the squad rolling up to preschool.
Me and the boys rolling up to preschool.
No, no, but what we should do is record ourselves doing a cover of the theme, but we're not allowed to use music. So you can do what you did, Cameron, and I'll click along like that and go,
yes.
So like an acapella.
Yeah, but
we're probably gonna get copyright struck, but who cares?
Yeah, that would probably not be.
No, our covers aren't gonna be that good. Let's be honest here.
Fair enough, but you never know.
You just assume that
freaking Thomas HD Classics got terminated.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's multiple types of dumb too, because Mattel could have just kept it up, stolen all the ad revenue, and let the fans do the work for them.
Exactly, because those get so many views. I personally watched those. I have not sorted out what I'm going to do because I literally watched Thomas HD Classics every day.
And that's not my audio.
I'm pretty sure he uploaded a complete thing of. I'm pretty sure he uploaded all of them on Google Drive and released the link on Twitter.
Oh yes, yes. Oh, that's what a legend. But now he can't profit off of them anymore. Or well, I guess he never could, but still, like, I don't know. Now he can't get any views or likes anymore, but he's still just sharing that. That shows that he had good intentions the whole way through, I'd say.
Yeah.
And wasn't like a greedy dude doing it for.
He wasn't like me and you, Edward.
Okay. What we should do to avoid copyright, we need to advertise the cover as BR Class 08 Shunter, the musical, and then that should be okay.
All right, lads, do one of you want to start or give us a lead in or something?
Well, no, we can film this like off stream, but okay.
Start for what?
All right, I guess we can do it off stream.
What were you?
But I think it'd be funnier. I think it'd be funnier if we did it on stream.
Well, yes, we can do it and then release an album version afterwards, like a studio recorded album version afterwards. This is the live performance.
This is our inaugural live performance. Edward, shut up. We haven't started yet.
I'll do the backbeat. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, then what does that leave me to do?
Boom, boom, boom.
You do like the deeper sounding dun 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 dun, dun and I'll do
because I've got the deep voice.
and I'll whistle along as well.
Hold on, I should find something to hit. Woody, get over here. Okay, that was a bad joke. What should I hit? Oh, nope, keyboard abuse.
Was that your laptop?
That was my keyboard.
That sounded like We Will Rock You then for a second.
Hit your wall, Edward.
The last time somebody hit my wall, their hand went straight through it.
Yeah, hit your wall.
I'm not even kidding. I could show you the mortar.
Cameron, I was half expecting you to say yes, that was me when Edward said that somebody put a hand through his wall.
Oh, I totally would do that though.
I know you would.
All right. Live performance. Edward, you can just use your mouth or your table or something.
No, Edward, you can add in random little like ditties and intervals into the theme, like something like that. You know, something random that just fits with the song.
No.
Okay. Are we ready?
No.
Okay. Are we ready?
I don't know. Are we?
I give up.
Okay, fine. I'm ready. Edward.
I need a drink of water before we do, though, otherwise I'll die.
Oh, all right.
There we go.
Oh, time for them to dial it.
You were
Edward,
saying.
you're lead in. Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Edward,
I
where
just
the...
started the song muted and didn't realize.
Oh, you're so dumb.
Bum 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 bum.
That was so
bum
out of sync,
bum
Cam.
bum.
Hey, there's a delay on the mics, okay?
Bum 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 bum
Dun, 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 dun.
bum
Nah,
bum bum
nah,
bum
dun, dun,
bum
dun, 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 dun,
bum
nah,
bum bum
nah.
bum
Dun, 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 dun,
bum
dun,
bum
dun,
bum
dun, 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 dun,
bum
dun, 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 dun,
bum 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 bum
dun,
bum
dun, dun, dun,
bum 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 bum
dun,
bum
dun.
bum 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 bum
Na
bum
na 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 na
bum
na.
bum 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 bum
Na
bum
na 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 na
bum
na
bum
na.
bum bum
Na
bum bum bum
na
bum bum
na
bum
na na na
bum
na na
bum
na
bum
na.
bum
Na
bum bum
na.
bum
Da
bum
na
bum
da da
bum
na da
bum
na da
bum
da.
bum bum
Na
bum bum bum
da
bum
da
bum
na
bum
da da na
bum
na
bum
na
bum
na na
bum
na.
bum bum
Na na
bum
na
bum
na
bum
na na
bum
na
bum
na.
bum 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 bum
Na na
bum bum bum
na 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 na
bum
na na na.
bum 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 bum
That
bum
was meant to be the end, you idiot.
bum 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 bum.
Edward, shut up.
You
I think
ruined
the
it. I was
record
gonna have
player.
it
I
fade
think the
out,
record
and you
player
messed
stuck.
it
Yeah,
up.
no, Edward, I'm the one who ends the song.
Yeah,
He's
but
the
the
lead
beat normally
singer.
the
Edward,
the
I'm the
ending
lead
beat normally
vocalist here.
continues on. Yeah, but the ending beat normally continues on for a couple seconds after the
No,
song.
it doesn't. When does that ever
Yes,
happen?
it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Name one song where that happens.
Any jazz song in existence. Chat.
Yeah, but jazz doesn't apply to freaking Thomas and Friends music.
Methinks a James's theme.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
shut
that's
up,
not.
Cameron.
Yeah,
You
but
know what
that's
we're
not
talking
proper jazz. Jazz. Okay, I will admit James's theme is kind of jazzy, but that's not relevant.
It is incredibly jazzy.
Just
The
me, just
entire
me.
Thomas and Friends, all the Thomas and Friends music has a very jazz feel. James
Not
is
all,
we should
almost
do?
none of it does.
You know what we
I
should
disagree.
do? We should all do, the three of us should do the backing tracks and, you know, the melody and all that. Whereas Jax, we should get Jax to sing the James theme in his James voice.
Yes. Well, no,
I
because
honestly,
Dax's James voice is stupid. It's just Michelangelo's is worse.
this James voice is the best James voice out of all of us.
It just sounds like he's yelling.
The Hulk
You
is
know,
coming.
Now
Don't
let's back away
rewatched
for
Thomas and the
James.
Magic
Make way
Railway.
for James.
I rewatched Thomas and the Magic Railway rewrite, you know, the one by Ben the other day, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, Dax sounds like he's screaming in a bathroom. Did you notice how echoey his
Yeah.
audio was?
Yeah, his audio was scuffed. But his mic was broken.
And then it happened again. Like, I think he recorded in the same place during Criminal Activity, because he literally sounds like he's in one of those echo chambers. Like, that was the worst audio quality I've ever heard.
Hey, Ben. How does my James voice sound? That's what Dax sounds like.
Like you're straightening your voice. You see,
Dax sounds like James of Zane doing an impression of Bill and Ben.
Like, Gilt's like, is it really that odd? Is it really that odd to just do a James voice like this, where he doesn't sound like he's yelling constantly?
Hey, he really should do a James voice that doesn't sound like he's just trying to restrain from yelling the entire time.
Like, not every
no, you know the NHL series, that would be really good. Like Dax's yelling James voice would be good for a character in the NHL series. That can be his character flaw. The character just never
He just sounds annoying as sin.
just constantly
We need
yelling.
a scene where he's driving by some sheep, or where he's rolling by some sheep, and then starts talking, and then the sheep are like, and then run away.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sorry.
Leave me alone. Good job, Kenny.
Sorry about my sheep impression. That was not a sheep. That was a lamb from hell, infected by a virus of Satan.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you were.
That did not sound like a sheep at all.
And my guests on stream, ladies and gentlemen, have now become sheep.
This is what happened. Oh my god, we were making so much weird noise. My dog has come in to investigate.
Hello, Parker.
Woody, you good boy, Woody.
Did you think you were gonna get some lamb, bro? Well,
Visible confusion. No, visible, invisible confusion.
He actually does look really confused at the moment. He's looking around.
Edward, how would you feel if I said Railway Series MWR Blue Emily with black wheels?
If you genuinely believe that we sound like sheep, either we're actually better at doing natural sheep impressions than we thought, or you're just a really, really, really bad sheepdog. The worst on the planet. Which, to be fair, is probably the latter.
Yeah, let's be honest. Woody may be the good of the boys, but you know.
He's kind of horrible at the job he was bred for.
Yeah. But hey, at least he ended up being fairly good at his at the job he ended up getting.
Yes.
And that's being the bestest of the boys.
Which is being a lazy-ass couch potato who does nothing but sleep 9 hours a day on my couch.
That's not what I was talking about, Edward.
Oh, what were you talking about?
Him being the bestest of boyos.
That is true. He is the bestest of boyos. Aren't you?
Hey, Edward. I'm going to post an image soon, and I hope you get scared by it.
Scary Garb!
No, not Scary Garb. Not Scary Garb.
We need to show the stream Scary Garb. We need
to show Ben Scary Garb. Ben,
actually,
do you know what Scary Garb is?
Scary Garb may be two next level.
No, but judging by Edward's reaction, I don't want to know.
You are correct. You do not want to know what Scary Garb is.
Scary Garb!
Scary Garb.
Scary Garb.
Scary Garb.
Scary Garb.
Can we ever actually?
Scary Garb.
We should do a Scary Garb face hack eventually.
Do you still have the reskin?
Oh yeah.
Yes, Scary Garb.
Scary Garb, love.
Scary Garb.
Edward, I'm gonna post an image, and I hope you get terrified.
Every person in the chat is probably just very confused.
Yes.
That's the thing; they haven't experienced the glory of Scary Garb. We need to convert you guys to Scary Garb.
Yep.
We worship him in a temple.
When was that a thing?
Since the Pope.
Yeah, but he died.
No, he didn't. Wait, did he die? Did the Pope die?
No. Unless he did, and I just haven't told you.
Oh no. That wouldn't be good. Good thing I'm an atheist.
I'm kidding. He's fine.
You know, here's the funny thing. I'm an atheist, but I would be totally willing to join in on one of the crusades.
Why?
I don't know why. They've just become a historical meme because of how ineffective, pointless, and stupid they were. It's like, you know what? Screw it. Let's go take back the Holy Land.
Might as well.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Why not? And but what would this one be? Like the 5th, 6th crusade?
I think it'd be the 8th, wouldn't it?
I really have lost track at this point. Here's the funny thing is, the first crusade was mildly successful, and then every single crusade after that have been progressively ineffective.
Yeah.
There have been nearly as many crusades as there have been coalitions against France. Because technically there have been 8 coalitions against France if you count the Napoleonic Wars, each separate war that Napoleon caused, as in, he was sent to Elba or whatever it was called, and then he came back. If you count each of those as separate times, there have been 7 or 8 coalitions.
Okay, Edward, I have a load more of images like these, but I don't feel like giving the rest to you, so I'm only going to give you the one that you would hate.
What? You don't feel like giving the rest to me? Dude, that offended my gender.
Ah, okay. Is your gender being offended by these skins?
No, my gender is somebody from the left wing in America.
Ah, seems legit.
Even my dog repulsed back in disgust for a moment there.
Alright, Edward, look at Discord.
Looketh in the DMs. So, that one term that males use, and it's like, or that just, I don't really know who uses it, but it's like slide into the DMs or whatever.
That people use when making jokes about dating someone?
Yeah, but it's like, I would never use that term because it makes me feel slimy. It makes me feel like I'm doing something bad.
What, sliding into those DMs?
You see what I'm talking about? It sounds malicious.
And hang on.
Oh, that Emily is absolutely beautiful. Oh, wait, he's gone? Okay, yeah, I would totally slide into this Emily's DM. Okay. Oh, God. What have I become? Ah! Almost dropped my...
Hang on, be right back. My sister's being a pain.
Oof, okay.
Fair enough. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
You know your railway series accurate when you build from a 1959 map of the island of Sodor.
Ugh. Sisters, you love them.
No, you don't.
Dead.
Ben doesn't love his sister.
Yes, he does. Just doesn't like showing it.
I don't understand how it's possible to not love somebody who literally came out of the same place as you did.
Ahem, America, Edward.
Yeah, but I didn't come out of the same place.
Yeah, but you came out of America.
I came out of an abusive Italian woman.
Who gave birth to you in America.
Yeah.
Therefore, making your place of birth America. Therefore, making you love Americans.
Place of birth a disgrace.
No. Alright, so if we just, got rid of you, then America would be restored to its former glory?
Former glory? Funny. This country has been doomed since July 4th, 1776.
Incorrect.
The ultimate railway series island of Sodor. That's what I'm going to call this.
The ultimate RWS IWS.
Yes.
The Ben is a WS.
Sure.
Wow.
How many notifications am I getting all of a sudden? Oh, it's just
5.
What the hell?
It's just you sending photo of your
Yes, he made it.
photos of your Emily
talk
sat
to me
on the
or
same
my son.
siding with the same face with just different livery.
Yeah, that's the point. It's just showing off deliveries. Edward,
No.
what were you doing?
Huh?
What were you so excited about, Edward?
I said you made it. Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Oh, yeah.
Edward, that's existed for quite a while.
Oh, I wasn't checking Discord.
You never do.
Hey man, I check Discord 95% of the time.
You
Except
still
for when
have
I'm on stream and when
5,000
I'm asleep.
unresolved notifications.
Have y'all ever heard of
Hey,
S&M Emily?
No, I actually cleared.
Yeah.
I cleared them out. Actually, Ben, Zane and Dax
Really?
literally forced me to go through every single one.
And why are you listening to Zane all of a sudden?
That's a good point.
Because Dax was also there, and Dax was the main one. He literally made me. Zane joined in the middle of. Of Dax yelling at me. It was kind of funny, but yeah. Then he joined in the crusade. The one effective crusade was the crusade to get me to clear my DMs.
Dax still has not done those lines for me, and it has been 3 months. And
Of course he
also,
hasn't.
to anyone who's still watching the stream, if you're wondering why the next episode of Soda Stories of Chaos hasn't come out, it's because Dax hasn't done his lines, and I've been waiting patiently. Well, I say patiently. I waited for 3
just
weeks.
replace Dax and get us to do them.
But you can't do his James voice.
Literally anyone can scream in a high-pitched voice that sounds somewhat like Michelangelo's James. It's not that hard. Okay, that sounded way too much like Terry.
Actually, yeah, it's Terry. It's James, but Terry, and I
It's
like
James but Terry.
James the Terry.
James.
It's Pain.
Pain.
James the Pain.
James the Pain. Get us out of here. James, you actual moron. Get us out of here.
James.
No.
James, you stupid retard. Get us out of here. James the Brainlet. Get us out of here. I have never
James the
understood
Brain
that
Boy.
line.
Get us out of here. How about no? Why? Because I'm an
I'm
actual
good.
this realistic fantasy. I'm a realistic fantasy character, not magic. I always hated how Junior
By the way,
said,
Ben,
"Get us out of here," yet he was the one who wielded the power to do so.
Yeah.
exactly like what? That literally makes no sense. By the way, I do not have any of the Kuas.
No.
Ben.
Sadness.
E-
Thing. Okay, I need that. Okay, I need to do that. And I need to open a folder, because, yeah.
Fun fact, Percy is a purse.
Is he?
A handbag, if you will.
Percy is a purse that lives on the island of Sodor.
Percy is a purse that lives on the
He is
island of
carried around by
Handbag.
a woman named Sasha. He goes to stores every day and slaps men every day because that's what women do with purses, in my experience.
Yes, this is confirmed information and 100% true.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Edward, you need to tell Cameron about the Rick Astley film we're making.
Yes, we're gonna.
What now?
I forgot about that. Rick Astley harasses a woman and other stories.
Brilliant.
Or that's
That was saying, I'm not saying that was Edward's idea for the film, but basically it's like a story about Rick Astley's, well, YouTube brother, Sick Ghastly, and his daring misadventures.
Sounds great.
He will attempt.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be number one at the box
when he's going to
office,
attempt to get a woman. I know, right? It'll be great. It'll smash records. It'll smash records.
And we're also going to have a guest appearance from like other people.
Will I be one of them?
Yeah.
Yes, you're totally an 80s singer.
Yes, I am. Dude, how'd you know? How'd you know I was an 80s singer, Ben? That's kind of creepy.
Sure, okay. When you put Dryall Airport a whole mile away from Dryall Station.
He is the most southern man on Earth planet.
What?
I said my father just spoke to me and I'm reminded of his southern accent.
Boy! I say, boy, I say.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this railway series map, and I might use it almost all the time.
Yeah.
You know, potentially for that railway series screenshot series that was originally going to be a video series, but I can't do that anymore.
Oh, wait, so the railway series continuation is no longer going to be a thing?
It's no longer going to be a video thing, it's just going to be some screenshots.
Okay, that'll make my life so much easier, Ben.
What?
If it wait, is it the RWS project?
Yes.
Okay, that'll make my life so much easier.
Okay.
Do. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't sing that.
I just realized we kind of need to celebrate that this is the first live stream on this channel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the first stream on the TWA Trainz channel, isn't it?
Yeah, because we finally got verified for it.
Edward unironically saying it in it scares me.
What?
You unironically saying it in it scares me.
Alright.
Toy Wreck. Okay. Oh, Toy Wreck's only got one track. Damn it, I've just spent ages doing this 2-track line. Oh, wait, no. Toy Wreck does become a second.
Torek.
No, because I was looking at this. Toy Wreck was originally a 1-platform station, but now it's a 2-platform station. And so I'm going to have to... I did get that right, because I was thinking that it was a 2-track one. It was 1 track back in the day, but nowadays...
Ronan Kirk.
When the Kirk is Ronan.
Should I use
exactly,
TV
Ronan
the Kirk?
Yes.
Or my own railway
yes,
series.
Ronan the Kirk.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you need... didn't I already do a Kirk Ronan for you, or was that...
That was for the SOC thing.
I mean, I could do that again.
I mean, we don't... But Railway Series Kirk Ronan, isn't that not as big as TV series Kirk Ronan?
Alright, Cameron. I've decided that
Yeah.
I'm going to make you happy, and I'm going to install all the realistic stuff you've sent me.
Yay! Also, don't bother downloading Salty right now because I didn't include the good faces. God, I haven't updated my Railway Series folder in so long.
You know, what if I make a Thomas film that's black and white and set in the 1950s?
I am curious as to why.
Just for fun.
Fair enough. Okay, no.
Dang, I really need to stop whistling that.
You're gonna get yourself canceled, sir.
How would I get it myself canceled?
Because you can get canceled for, like, breathing. Am I wrong?
Cancel culture is literally the worst thing to ever happen to humanity.
Correct.
You could say that it's worse than communism. You could say that it's worse than fascism. But at the end of the day, all three systems censor people's beliefs. And I believe this one is the most dangerous because it's genuinely looked upon with a positive impact, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm up to Toyarak, and I'm looking at the map, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, you know the old method?
Yes.
How does that wrap around? Because it's not shown on this map. Only so where does the old line connect up to what is currently the current line? Does it connect up at Toyarak near the mines?
Might do. I don't know.
Because
In
there's already
ages.
into the old dry ore line. That makes me think there might be another junction at the station.
Might do. I might have to go in a bit because I'm hungry.
Okay.
He's hungry. He's hungry. He's hungry.
Shut up.
Hungry. Hungry. You're hungry.
Edward, I'm leaving the stream.
You are hungry.
No.
You're hungry. You're hungry. Hungry, hungry, hungry. Food, food, food. Nom nom.
Food, food, food. Eat, eat, yum.
Nom nom. Okay,
Are you both okay?
Food, food, food. Hungry. Alright, I'll stop. Food, eat, eat, yum. Nice.
Okay.
Trying to scroll backwards to find all the stuff that you sent me. What were they? Or where were they? What was this even to? Oh, scary garb.
Let's see.
What
Sorry.
is this to?
Are you okay?
What are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, yes. Good, good, good. Glad that
Okay, I haven't checked the chat in a
Ooh.
while because I've been busy building this. So,
Cam's
is
realistic
everyone
loco.
alive?
Salt.
Is everyone alive or more or less?
Don't
alive?
download Salty right now. I'm
Embla.
updating him to have not a CGI face pack because the CGI was the
I
only
want
one that I had at that time.
What?
Don't download Salty right now.
Alright, I'm downloading Spent.
Spencer's face pack
I
looks
want
bad.
Spent.
Spencer's face pack is hideous. Don't download it.
Spent. Yeah, Spent. Red.
Too late, I think.
And then Dirk.
Yeah, Derek is fine.
Too bad.
Seriously though,
He's downloaded.
don't do
Now
don't download
Dirk.
don't download Salty or Spencer because Spencer seriously needs a new face pack.
Oh, and then after Dirk. Then after Dirk, there's dependencies needed for Reb.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be updating her. I'm gonna do Salty first because he's more important.
I already have your Reb, don't I?
Yes, you do, I think.
Fine, I'll
And I
cancel
would-
Spencel's down. Spencel?
Ribbon.
Spencel? No,
Spencel.
Spencer.
Okay.
I want Spenty.
I'm going to check the chat and then I'm going to have a special announcement. Okay, firstly, Steven
Special
Soda said,
announcement? Is it that you're going
good
to go
and
get
alive. Okay, good. Okay, the iOS, the Railway Series iOS is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 baseball. Which is not as much as the SSOC one, but it's more detailed, so that can be forgiven.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, Cameron. Thank you for including the change log. I love myself some
I
information.
really haven't used it much, but yeah.
Well, where's the... Hey, man, this is how I breathe. I need this stuff to... Oh, yes. Oh, it's beautiful. You've linked
What
to
is?
a chart. Oh, my God, the Cam's Realistic Logos chart. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on that and update it because there's a lot more I want to do.
Oh, my God, charts.
Cameron,
Yeah.
I know you said it was going to be overworking myself, but what if I did actually make like a 1920s version of the Island of Sodor Railway Series route?
Once you finish the current one, then you can.
Okay, well, I mean, obviously.
Alright, I need to update these. So, Crovin's is like, he's like 95% done.
And then when you want to take your, like, you know, your older Sodor photos, you know, you've got that one to do. You've got the old one to use.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do
Alright, I'm removing the stupid V3 because, yeah.
Toy Wreck. And will Toy Wreck look anything like the one it does in the... Oh, it's not even there.
Alright, I am gonna do a mud because I love mud.
Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing
You're doing a
one.
what?
A mud. I'm doing a Murdock.
Oh.
You've already done a Murdock.
Yeah, but that was with the stupid TV series size face mesh, and I hated that one.
Or you could do some murder.
Okay, I need something to replace his spot in the Locos to Come section.
Harvey.
There's
I need a
literally no
light.
base model I can use for that.
I can answer that question. They're not public, but some will be soon.
Wait, what? There's gonna be a Dubs crane tank? Or are you talking about a question in your chat?
Yeah, I'm talking about a question in the chat.
Okay.
Steam and Soda said, "Cam, your model's public." I said, "Not at the moment, but some will be
Yeah.
eventually."
All right. Yeah.
Speaking
people
of
are
models,
actually
should I grab one
That's
of your
good.
models, Cam, and take a quick screenshot to showcase the progress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do it with Spencer though.
Well, no, Spencer can't go on the far line.
No. Well, you don't really have any of the other ones. Dang.
I'm going to use Emily and Salty
Yeah, do Salty.
and
Except
Gordon.
his face pack is hideous.
I've already taken hundreds of photos of Gordon.
Yeah, but he's Gordon and he's sexy.
Steam on Soda, Gordon, Cam's Soda Stories of Chaos Gordon model will be out on TWA Trainz when I have the energy to go onto the edit site. When I have the energy to press the edit site button and sit there.
when you bother to make a thumbnail is when it'll be public.
Oh no, I've taken thousands of photos of that Gordon.
Oh, I know.
I literally just have to pick from one of those hundreds.
And then do the thumbnail.
Go with
Template.
the wind. Get a life.
Railway Series Tour. Is it Torrec or Torrec?
Tory, right?
Tory Rash.
Torrec. Yeah.
Red, the Tory.
Okay, it looks a weird station. It's like a mix between Crosby and Ellsbridge Harbour Station. You know, both on the TV series. It's like a mix.
Yeah.
Of those two. So I'm going to go with. Well, I would go with the Crosby platforms, but they have Crosby written on them, I think.
Cosby.
Okay, guys. Ben's chat. I need a suggestion. Give random locos that I should do Railway Series versions of that are already like pre-established in the series and stuff.
What?
Do I have Arthur on?
Flying Scotsman.
Okay, never mind. I've got nothing. And I got it.
All right.
What?
It was to give a replacement logo, but I just found one. So.
Okay, should I go with
that's my
two
luck.
TV series Toyrek stations or build my own?
Build
Two
your
TV
own.
series, one. Oh.
Because I mean, if you're going for Railway Series, you might as well make it Railway Series accurate. You know.
There
is
are no
fair.
railway series buildings. I'll have to like completely kit bash one.
know.
That, Cameron, write that down.
What? Kit Bash
The
Toy
fact
Wreck?
that there are the fact that there are no railway series buildings.
The Toyrek.
Why and where? Oh. Okay. Yeah.
We should ask Cal to make a railway series Toyrek.
I think Edward's got that covered.
Yeah, I
Edward,
was kind of implying.
ask the Cal if he will be willing to share in this goodness, and he will get a free Christmas present as well.
Free.
If he can,
That's the thing. You can get anything. You can get anybody to do anything if it's free. It doesn't even matter if it's free. You want to kill you? You want to
You
kill
can get
suicide? You'll get a free coffin.
Well, actually, you won't get a free coffin.
Yeah, but you won't have to pay for it. It'll be some for your family.
It'll be some other poor sod's money.
Exactly. So free to you.
You're not wrong, I guess.
Or get arrested. Oh, you want to commit a crime so you can get so you can go to court? You'll get a free attorney.
Hey.
Edward, can you please ask our dear friend Cal if he would like to do that?
Okay.
Thank you.
Go with the wind, go with the whistle, go where the railway runs.
And I'll send you a photo of what to send. Because this is the This is the toy wreck we're looking for, not the early one.
Okay, my mom thinks that I like mac and cheese all of a sudden now.
Okay.
I hate mac and cheese. Edward, I know you're gonna want to kill me, but I don't care. I don't like mac and cheese.
Oh, I hate it too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I hate it. It's so like, ugh. I
Yeah,
hate it
it's
when
nasty.
my food touches each other, and I hate it when food is soggy. And mac and cheese is literally the definition of those two things, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Not to mention just the little macaronis that you have to fumble around with your fork to eat are just—it's like eating spaghetti but worse.
Yeah,
Spaghetti?
that's a fair argument. Spaghetti's amazing though.
I actually do like spaghetti. Spaghetti is easier to eat because, like, that's what I'm saying. Spaghetti is easier.
If
to eat
you
than
don't like
macaroni
spaghetti,
because
then I don't like you.
Can't stab it.
Spaghetti is my entire existence.
But it really depends on the sauce. It really depends on the sauce.
It really doesn't, though. Name one type of spaghetti that depends on the sauce.
There was this one time that I had spaghetti and I refused to eat it for about 2 years afterwards because it was literally the worst sauce I've ever had and it just ruined the experience.
What was the sauce?
I don't remember, but it was custom made by my dad and I think he gave me food poisoning.
Figures.
Thanks, Dad. Ah, yes. Running down through generations. See, for him, it was Spam. For me, it was poorly made spaghetti. And then, for me, it's like, hey, kids, would you like to try some of the finest lab-grown meat?
Impossible meat made from plants.
I know, right? Oh, man. Oh, man, all those, like,
All
that's
those
going to be
YouTube
all
ads.
rage. You know, I gotta say, I hate vegans, and if you're a vegan or a vegetarian or anything of the sort, I don't like you. But I have to admit, the vegans are going to win in the end.
Yeah.
Like, in the end. When it comes really down to it, the vegans are gonna win.
Yes, they are. Ugh, I hate having to re-weather things. It's so annoying. Okay.
Because we're gonna eventually run out of stuff, so yeah. I can just imagine me in this shed behind my house in a lab just making meat. Like, hey kids, would you like some of the finest lab grown meat grown in the most secure, greatest lab of them all? The backyard shed.
I would love that, Grandpa.
Grandpa. Good Lord. I'd probably be dead by that time.
Oh, I hope you'd be dead by that time.
Me too.
No, I was playing this, you know, the BitLife life simulator thingy?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I tried.
You're talking about the board game.
I sent that. You know how I told you that that I played that last night because I couldn't get to sleep to see what it was like. Well, I told you that I lived 117 years in 9 hours, but because Edward was talking about grandkids then for a second, this is the most shocking thing, is that I lived long enough in that game to see not only my husband die, but my second husband die, but also my 5 kids die, and 2 of my grandchildren die, and my sister, and my brother, and, you know, obviously my parents, and my best friends, like all my best friends, including one that lived to be 103, and I outlived them all. And the only
Ben, what life choices did you make to where you lived for 117 years?
An apple a day keeps the gravestone away.
The only children that was left was the grandchildren's children. and I wasn't even allowed to let them have all of my money in my plane that I kept flying around at the age 117 for some reason.
Totally normal.
And the thing is, it wouldn't let me give my stuff to them if anything happened. So I clicked donate to charity instead. And then this is like when I was 102. And then I got married again after 60 years of not having anyone. And then it gave me the option to send everything to him. And so I did, because this guy was like 70 years old and I was 103. And
What age gap?
this is the saddest bit as well, because we proposed and then got married, and then just as I was about to take him out on a honeymoon, which I was going to fly the plane to, we were going to go to Italy, and I'd already selected everything, and I'd already booked in like a spot in the air for my plane, everything, and already booked a hotel.
And then you died.
And just as I'd spent £50,000, because this is, I based it in the UK, £50,000 on this trip, he died literally the day after we got married.
Oh, he died.
And so I outlived him and kept on going for another 15 years before eventually I just got tired of it and just died.
Eventually, every man's gonna get tired, you know.
Suicide? Because I know there's an option to commit suicide. How did you die?
I don't know. I was completely healthy. I was in 100% health, 100% happiness, 100%, and then 55% looks, and then I just died casually. Because every time I saw the health decreasing, I went for a flight. I went for a brief flying session in my Beechcraft Baron aircraft, which cost me £125,000, by the way.
Oh my God.
Then, which I sold 2 Cessnas to be able to buy that. But every time that I got sad or one of my many, many relatives died, which, kind of happened a lot by the time I got to 100, I basically just clicked the mourn death of family member button, and then went and clicked now fly the Beechcraft Baron for a bit, and then the health and happiness returned to 100%, and I'm like, oh great, I don't even have to care much about my family members. I just go for a flight in my plane and all is well.
Yep.
And it's funny because when I got 100 and when I turned 100, I met this person who was 101 years old, who was like a Duchess of Spain or France or something like that.
Yeah.
And she lived to be 104, so I knew her for 3 years. However, I was such a good friend because, my other 5 best friends had already died about 50 years before, including one of my friends. One of my friends actually died before my dad in this fictional universe. So I was looking at the list of people that died, and it said best friend died 75 years ago. I felt
75.
And then I felt so sad. And just as my father's death turned 70, my new best friend,
Just as your father's death turned 70.
The Duchess of Spain died, and I inherited about a good quarter of all of her profit, because, like me, all of her family was dead as well.
Were you a male or a female?
A girl in this case, yes. And basically, I lived to be 117, and by the time I died, I only had 2 grandkids left, because I think it was like my 6 grandkids and my 4 children all died, and I was still going on. And the thing is, as the rest of them slowly got plucked off by death one by one, I became more and more friends with my son Edward, who you'd think I'd be good friends with already, but no, because I was spending time with my younger son instead of my older son. But by the time my daughters had died and my son had died, I only had this kid called Edward left. So I started spending more time with him. I started spending more time with him, And I actually genuinely cried when it said that he died suffering from a stroke at age 94.
Ben,
And I shouldn't be there to outlive the children. And I felt like the queen. I honestly felt like the queen for that.
Yeah, that must be a double-edged sword being the queen, because like, yeah, you live super long, but literally
Yeah, you're
all
the
of your
queen,
family
but,
will die
like-
around you. But literally
And
all of your
I also
family is going to die around you.
The thing is that I just, like, shortly after crying, you know, like actually crying because I felt like I'd actually lost a family member because I take
Then
things like that.
you need to get not sucked in.
And just after that, I went for a flight in my Beechcraft Baron. And by the way, I was like 110 at this point. I went for a flight. My 110-year-old self flew a plane at around 500 miles an hour on my own. And the thing is, throughout the course of my flying by, I encountered many incidents, including being blinded by a cracked windscreen and getting glass in the eye. And I still managed to land the plane safely because I'm such a pro pilot, it said. And
Nice.
then the thing is that shortly after Edward died, not only did I give him the best funeral ever, because by the time I just realized that I cremated more than half of my relatives, like half of my children and grandchildren, and keep them in urns on the top of my piano. And
Oh God,
That's not
terrifying.
morbid at all.
that's a little. That's something that I always wanted to that I've always thought. Society is so strange. It's like you love your family member, right? Right. And you're sad that they're dead, right? Right. So come on down, burn their ashes, melt their body into nothing but ashes, and keep it in a little cup in your house, wherever you please.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's just I did that, but
That's
shortly after
weird.
Edward's
Why
death.
does nobody else see that? That is weird.
Well, yeah, but anyway, no, because there was this thing that basically after Edward died, I flew around in my plane for a bit, gained 100% health, 100% happiness, went to the gym. I by the time I reached 100, I was only going to the gym once every year because I couldn't be bothered clicking go to the gym every single second of the day. So I went for a 2-hour walk, suffered like a really bad cough and like injury. And then I went to the doctors, got cured. And the thing is, I lived through many different diseases and still survived.
Yeah.
And then anyway, this all makes sense in the end. By the time Edward died, I flew around in plane, went to the gym a bit, went to the library, what's it called? And then went to the plane market and discovered that a 747 exists in the game, and you can buy a 747.
Oh my God.
What?
And so obviously I was too poor by this point, because I'd left my 8 jobs as like cameraman and librarian and all that, and was only doing 4 part-time jobs, which was like a golf course attendant and a pizza maker and a newspaper delivery person and a post office person, like the kind of stuff you do, right? But I shouldn't be doing because I was like 50 years past my supposed retirement day.
Yeah.
And already outlived all of my children's working lives as well. I was still working with my grandchildren.
Oh my God.
And so this 747 cost at least £2 million. So I looked at my money and realized I only had £86,000 left. So I sold off my house and lived in my plane for the remaining 8 years of my life.
Sounds like a good life to
What
me.
was your name? What was your name?
Kaylee.
Huh.
Which
Not
is
a bad
funny.
name.
It's funny because that's one of my friends. That's one of my friends.
Wait,
at
did
school
you say that's a bad name?
No, I didn't say.
No, I
it.
said
I said that's one of my closest friends at school. Name.
I said that's
No, I
a
was
fine.
saying it. I asked Cameron.
Oh,
I said that name is.
but there
Not
you
the best,
go.
not worst. It exists.
I've got some screenshots as well that I'll send you after. But I lasted so long. And the thing is, I was so sad when I died because I was like this. I was like, any time now, any second now. And I was like 86 at the time. I said, any second now. Then I turned 87, 88, 89. And the years just flew by. Then I got to 110 and said, come on, I have to die at some point. And then my grandchildren, apart from 2, died. And I'm like, come on, I have to. I can't just be a Time Lord. And then eventually at 117, after playing for 9 hours straight, I died in my sleep. From no health complications whatsoever.
You just died of being that old.
I just died from breaking the world record of age. I died from the excitement, you could say.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I got a letter from the Queen as well to celebrate my 100th birthday. I'm like, oh, thanks. Can I
the
see
Queen
you
does
again?
that for elders, doesn't she? The Queen does that for the elders in Britain, doesn't she?
Yes.
What a legend.
And so just the fact that I cried many times throughout that game just shows you like how dangerous apps can be when it comes to making you think you're doing something.
Yeah, in reality, you're just doing absolutely nothing, sitting around.
But it was so emotional, and it's just like, because I had a stepson as well from my first husband's previous relationship, and it was just me and him living together in my houseboat because I sold my husband's mansion because it was getting too expensive.
My
So
God,
I sold
did you marry a
for a
rich
full
person?
profit of 415 million, and then bought a small houseboat for 45,000, which only cost £8 to upkeep per month. And so it was just the 2 of us living together. Then he fell out with me. And so the moment he died, I didn't even go to his funeral. I just laughed. I just pressed the laugh button.
There's a laugh button.
Because he was so mean to me and didn't care. And just didn't, you know, he I wanted to spend time with him because Edward was busy doing his job in another country before he retired at age 70. But my great what's it called, my stepson, I wanted to spend time with him, and it said this guy is, what's it called, I can't remember his name, I think it was something weird, but he said doesn't want to spend time with you. And I went, oh, is that how it is? So I started up an argument in which he called me an idiot. So I replied back saying, do you want to live in this house anymore? And he said yes. And I said, well, too bad. And then I clicked the abandon button and didn't speak to him. And then when he died, I just laughed. Because I was kind of caring more about the fact that, you know, even my nephew had died at this point and he was like 90. And the thing is, you shouldn't live long enough to see your grandchildren die.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is that I was afraid that I would go out with a heart attack.
You shouldn't live long enough to see your children die.
I know.
You should never live long enough to see your kids die. I feel so bad for literally all parents, young and old, who had to bury their children. That's just messed up.
It was so sad as well. And by the way, I would not recommend living to be 117 in that game, because by the time you finally get to the end of it, you've probably spent about 8 million on the funerals of all your children and grandchildren. So I wouldn't recommend it. But it was such a heartwarming story, and I cried many times. And this was at like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Ben, you need to not.
You need to not.
I mean, I still can't get over the fact that I was still flying aircraft. I got my pilot's license when I was 20, and I was flying aircraft right up until I died. I took a plane.
Nearly 100 years later.
Yeah, literally. The plane.
Is there an option to smoke? Is there an option to smoke cigarettes in BitLife?
There's an option to become an alcoholic, which I will admit I accidentally did become one for about 3 times and got thrown in prison for it.
How do you accidentally become an alcoholic 3 times?
because this
And
friend
then get
invited
thrown
me to
in
a
jail
party. No,
for
the
it.
thing is,
What?
this friend of mine invited me to a party,
I'm
and
sure.
so I said,
Oh,
sure, I'll
no.
go.
Oh,
And then
no.
next it says you became an alcoholic. I'm like, what? I never accepted this. I said I'd go to the party. I never said
That's
I'd
what happens.
drink.
Did you go to party? You black out, and then there you go.
And the thing is, I was 103, right? And I probably became the oldest person to be jailed because I threw a party to celebrate the housewarming of my new houseboat. I threw a party in which only my children, my grandchildren were invited. And by the way, my grandchildren were like 50 at this point. And I got told off for selling alcohol to underage minors and got thrown in prison at age 103. And I'm like, are you sure they're
so there's
underage?
not
They're almost
I would love,
old. Have been
I would
alive.
love to play the game as my grandma. I'd start smoking at 15. If I were to be my grandmother.
And it's funny because I'd played one game beforehand with another person, just to kind of get used to it as another person. And the thing is, I only lived to be 60 because I got murdered somehow.
Wait. This was another life, I assume?
Yeah. So I think the second one
You
was far more profitable for me because actually I was going to become an airline pilot, but I wasn't allowed because I'd been in prison 3 times for nothing.
I wonder why.
No, but
it's almost like they don't want a prisoner who's committed crime such as selling
I wasn't even selling.
I
never said that I wanted alcohol at that housewarming party. And besides, it was my 2 remaining children and my 3 remaining grandchildren and my best friend. And it was just us. We're all over the age of 50, and I get told off for supplying alcohol to underage people.
Well,
so there must have been like some kid that snuck in there.
Must have been that kid down the street.
It wasn't me, officer. It was the kid down the street. Look, he's just sucking on a lollipop. Look at him. He's malicious.
But the thing is that I actually got told off for alcoholic driving as well. And I just cried in front of the police officer. I clicked the option to cry in front of the police officer.
Getting sympathy.
And
sympathy garner.
The police officer said, I'll take you home, took me home, and no charges were pressed against me. Yet when I said I wasn't guilty, I was guilty, I got told off and fined in prison for 3 years.
What?
And so it's like, if I cry in front of a police officer, I get let off. But if I say I'm guilty at a trial, I get thrown in jail for 4 years.
I mean, to be fair, technically pleading guilty will get your sentence shortened.
I know. So in future, when I play the game, I'm only ever going to cry to the police officer. I'm never going to. I'm not even going to say. I'm not even going to say.
Little old lady. It'll only work if you're a little old lady.
No, the thing is, I was getting off of it when I was like 40.
What?
But like, I was 106 by the time I finally got done in for driving like that. So I sold off my car, which was a Ferrari at this point.
Hold up. You could just get off crying in front of the police. Well, thanks for the advice. Next time I commit murder. Oh my God, officer, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was doing. I swear I didn't mean to jam the knife straight through his chest. It was an accident.
Officer, let's be reasonable here. Didn't mean to kill him. Just the knife. It was the knife, okay? It was the knife.
It was an accident. I didn't mean to stab him 37 times straight through the chest. The gunshot wounds and the gun I have in my backpack that is mysteriously missing 3 shells out of the chamber, 3 bullets out of in the round.
There's totally not.
I don't know, man.
By accident.
You have no proof that there's gunpowder residue on me, and there's also the matching gunpowder residue on the victim. That is not a thing that's happening. No, what do you mean?
Yeah. It was an accident, officer, I swear, but I didn't
officer, I didn't mean it.
And the police officer was just like, okay, I feel sorry for you, let's get you home.
I didn't do it. It was an accident, officer.
No, but, I'm genuinely looking forward to playing the game again. Oh yeah, and you know the song called Edward? I named him Edward after you, Edward, because I knew you'd like that.
Oh, big pog.
Cameron, I'm sorry I was going to name one after you, but the option didn't give me the option. There was no option to let me name my grandchildren.
Aww, you should have named me. You should have named one of your kids after you.
I don't think that the
Yeah, so that's
your
the
parents,
thing. That's the thing. My husband chose those names.
I don't think
Oh,
your
well,
parents.
your
have
husband
the
sucks.
option.
Kill him.
I got to
I don't
choose
think
the other
so.
one, so I picked Edward.
Your parents don't have the option to choose the name of your children, do they?
No.
Not in most cases, no.
I mean, if you're an actually good family member, you'll probably take their, take that into consideration. But
Fun fact: I named my sister.
what?
Yes.
Nice. Oh, come on, Ben. You had the opportunity. Wait, you got the opportunity to name it literally anything. Small fry, loser, child.
No, this was when I thought that having a sibling would be the best thing on the planet.
You could have named it Gay Bowser.
Why is that something that I think you would do?
No. There's this meme. There is 2 people in the United States that are currently alive. I think one of them died, but currently there is 1 person alive in the United States named Gay Bowser.
Oh yes, I remember this.
And we need. You had the opportunity. You could have made the first Australian, or I guess British, Gay Bowser.
Gay Bowser.
Yeah, not Gay Bowser, Gay Bowser. Or hold up, wait. In America, it's Gay Bowser. In Britain, homosexual turtle monster.
My God, Edward.
Hey Edward, how do you feel if I put Mainland's Old Porter and my Railway Series Salty next to each other?
What?
How do you feel if I put Mainland's Old CGI Porter and my Salty next to each other?
I would say do it.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna because Porter's way too big.
Okay, let's
Porter
check the
is
chat
fat.
because I seem to be doing this only every half an hour. Steam on Soda said, "Bye, I gotta go," and that was only 4 minutes ago. Okay, I'm not too bad with the thing.
Yeah, man.
What do you use to
appreciation
edit
for the
your
fans.
models? I can't do it right. GIMP.
I typically do it for him.
Wait, what?
Edward and I typically do your reskins. Sometimes.
Me, who's reskinned like the Voyager and the Pendolino, and
Yeah, but like me, who's reskinned just about everything else and fixed both of those.
no, you've never fixed the Voyager. It was just the HST.
Yeah, but I did fix the HST.
I'm hungry
Yes,
and I want some meat. I'm hungry. Me hungry.
I am indeed the hungy.
Cameron.
What?
Me hungry.
I know, Mimi hungry too.
So yes, next
hungry.
time I play the game, I'm going to make sure I don't get thrown in prison for something I didn't do, and then I'm going to get an airline job and earn like 187,000 a year instead of my rubbishy old cameraman job. Which by the time I ascended to the top of the ladder, and I was at the highest the cameraman role can go, at a solid £90,000 a week,
Oh,
I got
Jesus.
thrown in jail for something I didn't do.
Right.
So next time, I'm just going to do my pilot's license at like the earliest time possible, and then go and get a job as an airline pilot. Because I'm not doing the cameraman thing again. It was rather dull, and most of my co-workers hated me for being like the oldest person on the team by the time I died.
Ageism in the workplace.
The thing is, I was like, everyone else in my team, even my manager was like in their 20s, and then there's just me, like the oldest employee ever at 117 years old.
I mean, you gotta admit, that does kind of sound a little bit ridiculous.
Yes, I'm still
Yeah,
operating a camera and filming stars that didn't even exist when I started in the industry.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's what happens when you're an old person. Like, imagine, like, Stan Lee is dead, but imagine, like, what he thought of all the, like, new comics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just seeing how his characters advanced. I'd like to think that he was happy about it. Unlike Wilbur Audrey, who would be just drop
Absolutely
dead of,
furious.
drop dead of disgust of he saw what his creation had become. I mean, heck, I would be too. I would be pissed off as well. Very disgusting.
Yeah, apparently, Down the Mine is the first reboot episode. So essentially, they are doing the original version of what was meant to be the pilot, but they're doing it in that horrible animation.
No. Wait, so this is a completely new fourth timeline.
Yeah, so that one where Thomas goes in the mine in the trailer and ends up in the mud and shakes all the mud off. That's Down the Mine. But
What the fuck? That's not the mine. What the? He's all the way in it.
And somehow Gordon is in the mine, which is okay, I get that he comes to rescue
no, he
Thomas,
didn't even
but
go
why is
all the
he
way
in
into
a
the
mine?
mine.
Why are we
How does that
existing?
even work? How can that be down the mine? He didn't even go into the mine in down the mine.
Yeah, he just ended up in the mine, but from the Bob perspective, whereas
Ben, you know my salty?
Yeah.
You know how it had the horrible CGI faces that I hated on it?
It doesn't anymore.
It doesn't anymore, and if you check the folder, he also looks way better now.
Also, so I read that article on SIF about the stuff, and remember how they were how they said if there were a runaway minecarts coming towards Thomas.
Yeah.
Immediately after I read that, just to save me from some of my misery, as soon as I read that, I just immediately burst out with, "So we back in the mine, got our pickaxe."
Yes.
Runaway mine cars. Also, does anybody notice that the trucks behind Thomas are blue mine carts? I guess the diamond mine cart, that one Minecraft YouTuber, is loving this reboot because his brand is being endorsed.
Yeah, Stan PDM.
Blue mine carts, diamond mine carts. Please.
Mattel's ripped off that many things from fan creators. I'm not surprised.
Diamond Minecart is a Minecraft YouTuber.
Yeah, from fan creations to Minecraft YouTubers.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, fan creations in general, they've ripped off that many fan creations of their products.
Now, I'm convinced. If the showrunners were on weed when they created the CGI series, they were on full on methamphetamine, heroin, and crack cocaine when they came up with the reboot.
I love how we're still live.
Yeah, this is
after 2 and a bit hours.
Yeah, this stream has gone on it doesn't feel like it.
We haven't even gotten to talk about anything related to Trainz yet.
And then there's just me who's been
oh my god, it's 7:50 p.m.
7:51.
There's nobody in the stream anymore. Nobody's watching. It's just us.
Yeah, but it's just... I mean, we probably should end it sometime soon.
It'll probably help the frame rate with this.
So we back in the back in the so
when
we
the
back in the back.
No, so we back in the
So we back in the we. So we back in the pics. Gotta find some diamonds too.
Okay, I'd say that's good enough. Considering that we were on the stream for 2 hours, I barely made any progress.
Yeah,
Congrats.
but you had a load of fun, so.
Oh, yeah. And by that, I mean, I complained about... Well, I not complained. I just talked about how long I lived for in a fictional game. But, Anyway, so the moral of today's stream, because we're kind of doing that now because we need a reason to keep these streams like different from the last. The moral of today's stream is don't be the age of 117 because you will outlive your grandchildren. Okay? All right. Thank you very much for watching. Whoever
That means commit suicide at 116 right before your birthday, like the day before, just shoot yourself.
No, but the thing is, if you ever own a plane and you're 117, fly it to Italy and back, and then just before your birthday, and then sell it off so your grandkids don't get it. Okay, thank you. Well, your remaining grandkids, your great-great-grandkids. All right.
This is so stupid.
Yeah.
This is the jankiest outro we've ever done.
Yeah, but who cares? It's funny as crap.
Moral
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
story:
I mean,
don't
to be
live
fair,
to
this
be
is the other
117 because you will
Moral of the
outlive,
story: don't outlive your relatives.
because you'll end up being the
Jankiest
loneliest
outro.
person on the planet, and none of your co-workers will want to talk to you apart from somebody from France. Okay, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I know there's nobody here right now, but if you're watching in the replay, thank you very much for watching, and good night.
And with that, it's time to.
Good night, everyone.